So welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to study about the animal kingdom, which is very basic chapter in this biology of your PUC first. And in this chapter we are going to learn about from bottom to top. Okay, from very little minor basic thing in which the most of the questions will come in your NEET examination. Mostly 3 to 5 questions will be there only. Based on that, we are going to study about this topic. So first of all, this is in your NCERT page number 37. Okay. And in this chapter, we are going to learn about basis of classification and then classification of animals. Before learning the classification of animals, we are going to learn about the basis of the classification. As I told, we are going to study from bottom to top. Okay, so when you look around, from basic I'm going to start. So when you look around, you will observe different animals with different structures and forms. Obviously, as we see around us, the animals, the differentiate between the dog and the cat, the elephant and the dinosaur. This many, like even we can see in the birds, animals, insects. So in this we can differentiate. So now, has over a million species of animals have been described till now. Over the million species, just imagine. Still, it is in a search of discovery. We don't know still how many are have to be discovered. The need for classification becomes all the more important. The classification also helps in assigning a systematic position to newly described species. As I said in the first chapter of your biology, the living world, the classification, which helps assigning a systematic position, a newly described species. First, when we see in the chart, it comes species, right? From there, the species to kingdom. The difference which is there in between which all are there, they all comes under this classification. First, they form the new species. Okay, and then after that many more steps are there to work on that. Basis of classification 4.1. So from here the chapter starts. In spite of difference in structure and form of different animals, there are fundamental features common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of coelom, patterns of digestive, circulatory or reproductive systems. These features are used as the basis of animal classification, and some of them are discussed here. So now let us consider about this thing, the animals which are present under the sea water. In that, the classification in digestive system, reproductive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, each and everything is different in between the animals which are present under the sea and above the sea and in the desert and as usual in the forest and all. So based on that, we are going to study starting from the cell. Cell is the main basic unit of the animal, obviously human. Okay. Now coming to 4.1.1 exercise. In this we are going to study about levels of organization. In these levels of organization, we are going to study though all members of Animalia are multicellular, not unicellular, they are multicellular. This may come in your fill in the blanks, question and CQs, and definitely in true or false. Maybe in match the following also. Now, for example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cells aggregates. In sponges, first species, what is that? Species is known as sponges. It is made up of the cells but which are loosely arranged, not very tight, as we have studied in the tissues. Okay, then level of organization, cellular first cell, then tissue, level of organization. Some division of labor activities occur among the cells. The traits, the arrangement of cells is more complex. Here the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues. Hence, this is called tissue level of organization. Now the question might arise here saying, what is tissue level of organization? Now what is this? As you have to learn point to point from your NCRT, because living from this you cannot learn from guide obviously, but for extra points, if some will tell that the question was from out of syllabus on, no, actually it is from the syllabus only. Little bit up and down it will be there, like in some it will be in the guide and everything. For extra knowledge only you have to study from the guide. uh, each and everything is going to come from this one, kept in mind. And then a still higher level of organization, etc. Organ level is exhibited by members of Platyhelminthes and other higher phyla, where tissue are grouped together to form organs, each specialized for a particular function. In animals like annelidas, arthropods, mollusca, echinodermatas, and chordates, organs have associated in the form of functional system. Each system concurred with a specific physiological function. Students, just I need to clarify one thing. The names which are there to pronounce in starting this, it will be very hard, difficult to you. After some time, you will also be able to pronounce very easily. This few days you have to practice a lot, because this is the first year basic unit for you. You have to concentrate and study, right? Now, this pattern is called organ system, level of organization. Organ systems in different groups of animals exhibit various patterns of complexities. For example, the digestive system in Platyhelminthes has only single opening to the outside of the body that survives has both mouth and anus and is hence incomplete. A complete digestive system has two openings, mouth and anus. Similarly, the circulatory system may be of two types. Now, as we studied about the digestive system, okay, like that only you are going to study about circulatory system, reproductive system, many more things are there in the upcoming points, or we can say the upcoming name of many survival animals. Then, in circular system, we are going to study about open type and closed type. Now, what is this open type and closed type? Let us study in this, in which the open type, in which the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly bathed in it. Now, the open type, it means the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly bathed. Cells and tissues are directly bathed. It means the bath means from what? Obviously from the blood. Then let us study about the closed type. In closed type, in which the blood is circulated through the series of vessels of varying diameters, arteries, veins and capillaries. Now coming to this, we need to be very much clarified with the last chapters, means which the 10th chapters of humans. You have to well known about the capillaries, arteries, veins. What are this? You need to clarify with that first from your 10th, 9th, 8th syllabus. Okay, from that science books only, this each and everything from point to point it's being. Now, coming to the exercise 4.1.2, symmetry. Now, what is this symmetry? As in maths, you have been studied radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry, and all. Like that only, in the some animals, the symmetry is also present. Now, Animals can be categorized on the basis of their symmetries. Sponges are mostly asymmetrical, obviously, because the sponge which are there on your page number 38, 40 page number, in that the phylum Porifera is there. In that sponges which are there, they are mostly asymmetrical. Some are symmetrical, no doubt. Now, any plane that passes through the center does not divide them into equal halves. Now, what is asymmetrical? Let me explain you once again. See what they have explained very fine, okay? The plane that passes through the center does not divide them equal halves. Which does not divide them equal halves. It means the sponge which is there, it will be just like this in any of the shape. So you just cannot divide like this. It will be totally wrong. Then it is known as asymmetrical. Now what is symmetrical? Symmetrical, it means it may be in the circle, we can divide in the half or 1/4. If it is on a word square, you can also divide in the half. So it is known as symmetric. Now, what is radial symmetry? As I said, the circle which is there, it is an example of radial symmetry. Okay, radial symmetry. Then, coelentrates, ctenophores and echinodermas have this kind of body plane. Which type of radial? Radial type of symmetry is present in them, which all? Echinoderma, Ctenophora and Coelentrates. Then animals like annelidas, arthropods, etc., where the body can be divided into identical left and right halves in only one plane, exhibit bilateral symmetry. Which are those? Arthropoda. Now what is this arthropoda? You are going to learn in the upcoming pages. This arthropoda means, for example, butterfly. Now if this is a butterfly, we can cut it into halves. So it is known as bilateral symmetry. Then coming to the exercise 4.1.3. Diploblastic and triploblastic organization. Now what is this diplomatic and triplobatic? So in this the coelom, it always based on the coeloms. Animals in which the cells are arranged in embryonic layers and external ectoderm. You can just see from this picture in which I am just telling, observe it very carefully. Animals in which the cells are arranged in the two embryonic layers, an external echinoderm and the internal endoderm, are called what diploblastic. What is this diploblastic? It may come in your MCQs with the max match the following, and obviously in your NEET examination also. So please listen it carefully. With external ectoderm and internal endoderm, which is known as diploblastic in animals. For example, it is present in Coelentratus, an undifferentiated layer, mesogyla, which is present in between the ectoderm and the endoderm. Those animals in which the developing embryo has the third germinal layer, mesoderm, in between the ectoderm and the endoderm, which is known as triploblastic. Obviously, in this first line only you can identify the third germinal layer. Third means obviously triploblastic. Like that also, keeping in that mind examples, you can make your own things, own statements to remember the answers from your examination. Right. Now coming to the exercise 4.1.4.